never seen from the United States. What do you say? What do you say, Lamar? Saturday? What's up, boy? Bring it to the room, boy. Let's bring it to the room, boy. What? It's like, yo. That is like, yo. Bring it to the room, boy.
It is time. We welcome in, entering his 4th season in the purple and gold, his 19th season overall, 35,367 points, but I don't care about that because he is an NFL analyst. Now, LeBron James, man, that was fun. I got, welcome, by the way, LeBron, welcome.
I appreciate it. Oh, that was a hell of an introduction, Chris. Okay. I appreciate that, man.
You know I get excited for these things. And I got to tell you, LeBron, Allie and I, true story, we're on the phone last night. We're talking media day. We're going through our questions. And then you came on ESPN2 with the Manning brothers. We literally hung up on each other. We never spoke again. I loved it. I got my one question before we get into basketball. My one question. Peyton Manning puts you on the spot. Man, there's only like 2 seconds left, and he says, what play are they running? You were smooth under fire. You said handoff to Zeke, touchdown, bang. Peyton erupted. How fun was that moment?
No, it was very fun, man. I'm a big-time football guy, so I was actually just reading the defense like I do in basketball. I seen that the Eagles only had 3 defensive linemen. Their linebackers was playing deep. And they had just ran the halfback draw the play before and got a bunch of yards. So I felt like they'd go right back to it because Philly didn't change their defense. So I was able to call it on the spot. And, you know, I appreciate Mike McCarthy and the offensive coordinator doing making me look good.
Allie and I's favorite part was when Peyton basically scolded Eli and said, LeBron is the system. All right, don't ask that question.
Eli was trying to do it the right way. Peyton was like, let's keep it real.
Right. You know, that's what happened. That's the big brother. Hey, that's the big brother for you.
Listen, LeBron, you're entering your 19th season. I think at this point, you know, you're the league's 3rd-time all-time leading scorer. Most guys are kind of, you know, sailing off into the sunset. That just doesn't seem to be your style. So I will ask you this. I think I ask you every year. What's your excitement level heading into this training camp, year 19?
I'm super excited. You know, I know for sure that I won't be able to sleep tonight just going into the first day of practice tomorrow. I love the group that we put together this summer. And, you know, I love the growth of the guys that's coming back. And I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be I can feel it. I can feel the energy. You know, I can feel the aura. And it's all about now just putting in the work. It's all about trusting, you know, the process, working towards the process every single day. But I love this. I love the beginning. I love what we have to start, and looking forward to getting to work.
You know, LeBron, even as a young player, I remember you knowing how to understand the process of putting together the missing pieces or adding on players. And, you know, over your career, you've been very successful at that. Talk about the additions and what's been made this year, the players that are coming in, and what you see their value added and how that's going to play out in your opinion.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be grand for our team. I mean, we've added a lot of shot making. We've added some dynamic players that could do multiple things with the ball in their hands, without the ball in their hands. We added some length, some vertical spacing, you know, that we lost last year. You know, bringing back Dwight, adding DeAndre, you know, and you know the dynamic and Russ and what he brings to the team, just his energy, his pace, his competitive nature. You know, we brought back, you know, championship players. You know, Trevor Ariza, you know, bring back Doe. And then just guys, unsung guys that, you know, a lot of people I don't know if they know about, but they're going to be bringing so much to our team. You know, and Kent Bazemore, Kendrick Nunn, you know, what they bring to the table is ridiculous. Wayne Ellington's shot ability. And let me not forget, you know, the growth, once again, another summer for Taylor Horton-Tucker, THT. You know, I'm excited about him and what he's going to bring to our team. So we're dynamic. We have the ability to do a lot of different things out on the floor, you know, but it's up to us to put the time in, which we will. You know, I'm going to hold this team accountable. They're going to hold me accountable, so I'm not worried about that.
LeBron, starting at the top, when it comes to you guys as players, there's a lot of talk about you and Russell, and rightfully so. We're going to get into the fit of the 3 of you as stars in just a minute, but There's also another guy named Anthony Davis. It just seems like some people have forgot about him. What does, in your mind, rejuvenated Anthony Davis look like?
You know, a lot of people go through the summer and they like to, you know, post their workouts and post their training and post everything that they're doing. If it was one guy that you did not see this summer until he got married last week, it was Anthony Davis. And but I knew everything that he was doing, you know, putting in the work, you know, both in the weight room and also on the court. And he's determined to, it's not even about proving people wrong. It's about, you know, proving himself right, you know, because he know what he can bring to the table. And, you know, he's one of the best players that we have in this league. And I'm looking forward to a very angry Anthony Davis. The Anthony Davis that I'm looking forward to seeing this year, it would be the equivalent if the Green Bay Packers lost on a Sunday. You know, and how angry he would be. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Did you know he could sing like that, LeBron?
I did. I actually did. You know, but you know, you get a little excitement. You know, your family and friends is there, mixed with a little, you know, alcohol. You could do a lot of things that you didn't think
we
you
get
could do.
brave. You get brave under those circumstances.
Yeah, you get real brave. That liquid courage, that's what that is.
LeBron, the addition of Russell, as well as Ali was just mentioning, a lot of talk since the trade has been about the fit with you and AD, the sacrifices that everyone will have to make. How do you envision this looking with you three on the court?
For one, I've heard it before. You know, when I decided to go to Miami, the first thing they said was LeBron and D-Wade don't mix. There's no way they could play together. They too ball dominant. You know, they can't shoot the ball from the perimeter. It's not going to work. They're two similar players. So, I mean, we know what happened with that. You know, so, you know, you make it work. You figure it out. I know what Russ brings to the table. He know what I bring to the table. And when you got a unicorn like AD, you know, he fits into anything. I mean, they said that, you know, me and AD wouldn't work when we traded for him. So, you know, I don't really get it caught up in the narrative at this point. That's all part of just trying to sell tabloids. I'm 19 years in this thing, so I know what it's all about. So the game is won in between the four lines, and it's not won on paper. You know, it's not won in the news clippings on, you know, the bottom ticker. It's won in between these four lines, 94 feet. So, you know, we got a job to do, and we'll do it.
LeBron, you look wonderful in your number 6. We appreciate you being ready on that headset right when we came on air. We're going to let you go because you have a lot to do today, but always love spending time with you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Chris, Allie, Big Game, James. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Congratulations again on the new contract. But my question is what was the first thing you bought?
Good question.
You got paid, my friend.
I haven't bought anything yet officially. Just, you know, I'm trying to wait. I don't want to. I'm around some other guys that got some different things, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Smart man, James.
He probably needs to get it.
I'll wait till my time come.
You probably can afford a better fake ID now until you turn 21.
Hey, I say I don't even need it no more. I'm about to turn 21 in about 2 months.
November, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people saying also this team's a little old. They got 10 guys, 32 and over. Frank Vogel was asked about it last week. He said, I don't like that narrative. These guys are good. They can play. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, this age is being redefined, you know, across every walk of life. You know, I mean, if we want to stick with the sports, you look at Tom Brady. I mean, it's just, you know, people that are redefining what age really means, and it's all in between the years, you know. Yeah, we're a lot older, but, you know, we do probably, you know, this is probably the team in the top 1% of the league that take care of their body, you know, that have daily regimens, rest and recovery, fuel, nutrition, weight room, you know, you name it, you know, and we all listen to our bodies. So, you know, if we all feeling a little off, and, you know, we don't have to come in here and beat the crap out of each other. You know, we could take a mental day and learn and get better, just as better by doing that.
Anthony, we know the end goal for all of you is bringing banner number 18 to the franchise, getting back to the top. But we know it also starts with the three of you. You, LeBron, and Russ. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another to actually be about it. Based off the conversations that you guys have had, what you know of the game, the fit, what gives you the confidence that the three of you can lead this team to where it ultimately wants to be?
One word: sacrifice. we all players who sacrifice for the betterment of the team. And you know, before Russ got here and right after Russ got traded here, we talked about that. The only way this is going to work is if we all sacrifice, and we're all willing to do that. Obviously, you know, me and Bron have done it, and now bringing Russ, who wants to win, and he's very, very unselfish. We all want to make sure that, you know, we want the best for each other and for our team. And, you know, it starts with us three. And I think by us being selfless players that we're going to be able to make this work. We're going to make everyone better. We're going to make each other better. And, you know, as long as we, you know, have one common goal in mind throughout the entire season that, you know, it's all about banner number 18 and about nothing else, then I think we should be in a good position to reach that goal.
Everybody knows I was with the Clippers for 10 years before, and this was the first 10 years of my career, obviously, and it was a great time for me here, playing for the Clippers, playing in L.A., and now to come back full circle and just be across the street is awesome. And like I was telling some people earlier, my favorite color is purple, so it kind of works out fine. But I'm excited to be here playing with these guys and have a chance to compete for something.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, hey, the Lakers, they could go all the way. How important is it for you guys to kind of put that in a box and put it away and just kind of go week to week?
I mean, we know what our goal is. We know what ultimately we want to do here with the roster that we have, with the great group of guys that we have. And, you know, we know what our mindset is. So we just have to build off of that every day and continue to get better. And, you know, not focus on the outside noise, but worry about ourselves.
You guys had a really good trip to Vegas, as I understand it. How was that for you guys?
Man, it was great, man. We got days in the court. You know, we got time to hang out with each other, learn each other. A lot of laughs, a lot of good times, really good dinners. You know, there's a lot of guys who made some pretty good money on this team, so the dinners were phenomenal.
Nice. Yeah, not exactly going for fast food every night. Huh?
Nah. No In-N-Out.
Who doesn't love In-N-Out, though, right?
I love In-N-Out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
The time on the court, what would you guys do? Obviously nothing too crazy, I'm guessing, but what was that like?
Nah, it was just getting used to each other, trying to implement some of the things that we're gonna do as a team. A lot of things that just getting to know each other and knowing our spots on the court, knowing what we like to do, understanding each other.
But he is back with us, and I'm talking about Dwight Howard. Did you even come close to missing us, the three of us, as much as we missed you? It's okay to be honest.
What? I did miss y'all. I did. You know, I was actually looking at a picture of us on set last year when we did Media Day, the year before last we did Media Day, and it was here in the practice facility. So I have that picture. Actually, my mama sent it to me.
That,
she
man.
was like,
I appreciate that. Big
she was
game.
like,
I appreciate that.
Man,
Can I say
remember
Purple
this
Rain on there?
Yeah.
His hair looks so good.
Purple Rain.
Yeah, babe, I love it. I love it.
The one thing we know, the team can sing, right? I mean, AD at his wedding.
Yes.
Dwight, I mean, we'll get into that a little later.
Oh, hang on, no,
Yeah, go ahead. Jump in now.
Start there.
Start there.
Because I also want to make sure that wasn't acting on your part, because you did just win the Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer,
we have
Allie,
been
bring it
locked
up.
in.
Oh. Tutti Frutti.
Who's the
Tutti Frutti. A Tutti Frutti.
We might never get to basketball. What's that? I mean, what he's doing? Big game.
I got a girl named
I don't know. Have we paid for all the rights to these songs? Because this is amazing.
So your mom loved the show, right? Was it your mom that loved the show?
My mom, that's her favorite show. That's her favorite
great.
show. She didn't know anything about it. We came out here to L.A., and I just took my family and everybody to Disney and had a good time. And then I surprised her at the end of the week.
Yeah, the
and took her to the
costume.
Masked Singer.
Costume was on point,
Yeah,
man.
she cried. Oh, thank you so
cool.
much. I had to get the purple colors. You know, I can't go nowhere without the purple. And so I had to make the suit purple, and that's my mom's favorite color. It's her favorite show. And Tutti Frutti is actually my sister's favorite song because that's her nickname, Tutti. So that's why I chose to sing that song. So I had a great time.
All right, look at him. He looks good. He's the all-time leader in NBA history with triple doubles. Allie's already clapping. He's a 9-time All-Star. Big Game James has a huge smile on his face. He led the league in assists last year. I'm talking about Russell Westbrook in a Laker uniform. How we doing, Russ? Thanks for joining us, man.
Man, I'm great. Thank you guys for having me. I'm doing well. I'm excited about the season, so look forward to it.
Yeah, I got to say, you're not new to Media Day in a new city, but this city is L.A. The team, it's the Lakers, the team you kind of grew up rooting for. You went to UCLA. This is your home. I remember when you first got traded and you spoke to the media, you kind of said it hadn't sunk in yet. Maybe it was surreal. How would you describe your feelings today going into this moment in your first practice?
I mean, it's still surreal. I think honestly, it probably won't hit me until like opening night or something, but I'm still just kind of figuring everything out, soaking it all in, like, you know, walking around Media Day. Every once in a while, I kind of look down at my jersey like, oh, you know, it's a Lakers jersey. Like, it's still all coming to me, but I'm just super excited. I cannot wait, you know, until we get this thing rolling, and especially rolling here with the Lakers. So,
you know, Russell, welcome back home, man. It's nice to have you. Man, I was riding down Van Nuys the other day, and I saw the big Russell Westbrook car dealership. Just thinking, welcome home, brother.
well, yes, sir. Thank you.
Listen, man. It's so many questions, man. You're getting asked how you're going to flow with AD and LeBron and all that kind of stuff. But it's something I've always wanted to ask you, like just watching your career. How do you define, in your words, killer instinct?
Consistency. I believe that to be able to have a killer instinct, you got to be able to do it consistent. And I believe I learned something a long time ago, that being consistent is the hardest thing to do in this league, and doing the same thing every single night over and over takes a lot of time and energy and effort to be able to do so. And I take a lot of pride in being able to go out every night and leave it all on the floor and be able to have that killer instinct regardless of who I'm playing, regardless of the time, where I'm at, to be able to do it every night.
Big Game, that was a great question. And it kind of takes me to this point. Russell, welcome home. Great to see you.
Thank you.
With that said, I believe, too, that in order for the Lakers to do what they want to do, and that's obviously get back to the top, you, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, starting as the leaders, have to be the best version of yourself. And when you think of that, all the while walking that fine line of sacrifice, how do you do it?
You do what it takes for the betterment of the team. I think when you want to win, nothing can get in the way of that, the sacrifices you have to make. And the only thing that matters is what happens in this locker room and on our team, and that's all that I care about. And my job is to make sure that I can uplift and make my teammates better, making Bron and AD better players as the season prolongs, and along the way making teammates around us a lot better so that we ultimately can reach our goal, and that's to win the championship.
Russ, on our shows the last few weeks here, we've talked a lot about you joining this team, joining LeBron and AD, and as Ali mentioned, the sacrifice it takes, and it got me thinking. I mean, you've played with James Harden, you played with KD, Bradley Beal. Nobody knows more than you how to fit with other superstars. So I ask you the simple question: what are some of the keys to success, to like have that vision that you three have, to making it, you know, translate to winning?
For me, honestly, I like to learn my teammates, understand them, not just on the floor but off the floor, because I think when you learn their goals, learn their aspirations, learning, you know, how they operate, it helps. Communication helps figure out what guys like, what they don't like. And in the basketball, for me, take care of itself. I'm all into making my teammates better. I want to be able to make those guys better, make the game easy for them. And I'll figure out how to play and figure myself out later on as the season goes along. But honestly, I really, you know, I just care about winning, and I've always just cared about winning. And to be able to win, you know, AD and Bron, they have to be the best they've been, and it's my job to make sure that I'm there to support and do the things I can to make them better.
And oh, by the way, along the way, you like to have fun. I think that's what we've learned from you following social media.
Oh, man, so good on social media.
This is a two-part question. I actually hate two-part questions, but I'm going to do it right now. You were at Anthony Davis's wedding. How was the wedding?
Yes. Wedding was good. I had a lot of time dancing. It was great. It was good.
It was great. With that said,
AD singing.
We saw you in photos with Jared Dudley, someone who is beloved here in a Laker uniform, obviously won a championship. And it's been said that you picked his brain. You just wanted to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
What was it that you took from that conversation, and why was it important to have it?
Well, Dud's a good friend of mine, and you know, he's obviously been around here. He knows the guys. He knows what it takes to win. He understands the organization. And to me, I just wanted to understand a little bit more about the guys, learn a little more about the organization, how things are ran. where does he see kind of me fitting in? What does he see? Because he's been around, he understands what it takes. Been around AD, been around Bron, and I'm all in for listening. I always feel you can always learn more each and every day from anybody. And I wanted to talk to him and understand a little bit more about kind of what was going on. So he was good for that, and even though he's in Dallas, still can communicate, and he's still a good friend of mine.
Last question. I know a day doesn't go by when you don't think about your good friend Kobe Bryant. He loved your game. He loved your fire. How much would he have loved seeing you in that uniform, you think?
Man, that is something I think about daily. Coming to the gym, you come in here, you look up in the practice facility, you see 8 and 24, and I know, he is looking down and making sure that I need to do what I need to do. And that's the only thing I can think about is knowing, being in this uniform, understanding the impact I can have on being home and being a Laker, and creating a legacy, not just for myself, but for my kids, for the community of Los Angeles, for the people here. And, I'm going to make sure I just do my part in going out and playing, for him and through him as I compete in this uniform.
Russ, I know I speak for everyone at the network. We are so excited to have you in the purple and gold. We've always been very proud of you representing the city of Los Angeles, and man, it is nice to be on the same team. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
appreciate
great work.
Man. Thank you, guys. I look forward to talking to you.
Yeah, great work on the documentary too, man. I enjoyed watching. It was good.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it. Thanks, James. Appreciate you.
What can you bring to this team?
Spacing. A lot of open court for all the playmakers we have and all the superstars we got. Then, like you said, Kent said, it's a lot of guys that shot 40, and it just opened everything up for everybody else too. So,
how did you end up here from Charlotte?
Couple calls got made, couple quick decisions had to be made, and I think this is the best choice for me with my career. And ongoing my career, I think this was the best business decision I made, was to come here and learn from all these greats, man.
Yeah, was that part of the allure, knowing LeBron was here and Westbrook was here? Can't forget Anthony Davis. How important was that for you?
Man, super important, because like I said, I just need a lot of knowledge. I've been in the league 5 years. It's my 5th year. I know a little bit, but I can always learn from the guys that's been in here 10, 12, 11 years, and there's a lot of guys on the team that did that. So,
can you envision yourself in the same backcourt as Russ? What would that look like?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I try to picture it every day. Every day I wake up, man, I'm just in awe that I'm on this crazy team, and I'm just thankful, man. I'm able to be here and just be present and just feel all the energy all these guys bring off, man. It's just super overwhelming.
This team is going to score a lot of points, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just got a lot of pieces, man, and we got to figure out how to work together. But all these guys been here, all these guys been on great teams, and all these guys know how to win, and all these guys want to win too. So it's what all of us do, man. So we're just going to come together, and I think it's going to be a great year for us.
It's always fun to talk about offense. Got to talk about defense,
Got to
too.
talk about it.
Lakers lost some key players during the offseason. How important will that be to establish that defensive identity?
That's what wins everything, man, defense. You can't let the other team score. That's all that come down to it, man. If they outscore you, then you lose the game. So everything's come down to defense, and I think we got a lot of big threats in the paint and on the wing, too, to help us out on the defensive end. And like I say, all the knowledge, man. It's a lot of knowledge here that could teach us all the younger guys all the things we need to know. So
you had a great 2-month run in particular with Charlotte last year in February and March.
Yes, sir.
Really bumped up the averages. What was clicking for you in those 2 months?
Me getting to the rim. I was getting to the rim, shooting a little bit more free throws than normally, and that opened everything up for me, and I was just able to keep the defense off balance.
Or it's that easy, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, when you're out there in Charlotte, played against LeBron a couple times a year. What will it be like for you to play with him?
With him, I don't know, man. I can't tell you the answer. Like I said, I'm still in awe that I'm on this team. So I'm just trying to learn everything I can, man. I'm just trying to learn everything I can.
Last one for you. How far can this team go?
It's a lot of world championships in here, man. I think we're trying to get one of those.
Makes sense to me. Thanks for the time, Malik.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
I'm very happy. I was fortunate enough a few years back when Mitch Kupchak was GM to sit in on a little presentation, and things didn't work out the way they did, but he's here now.
He's here now,
and that's the only thing that matters. And I have a question, because after 15 or 16, 17 years, people try to write you off, and people try to say, okay, you're at the end of your career. And then you pop up in Portland. I said, damn, I knew it. I knew he wasn't done.
Wasn't even close to done.
Talk about that, man. Talk about how, in your mind, because veteran players have wisdom. They might not be 22 anymore, but talk about how that has evolved from being the Carmelo, who was a dynamic scorer, to now being the, like the X factor now at this point of your career.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all understand the game, right? We are students of the game. So, if you do the history of the game, nobody never stayed the same, right? There's going to always be adjustments that you have to make. You're going to always have to adapt to certain situations and certain roles because of, a big part of that is that narrative of as you get older, you lose something. And for me, I've always, it never was a basketball thing with me. I always believed in myself. I always knew and know what I can do on a basketball court. I always rely on my work ethic, being in the gym, being knowledgeable of the game, sharpening my mental. And I think once I got to that point, basketball just became, it was more easier for me. It was more efficient for me because I put those 10,000 hours in. I put the 20,000 hours in, and behind the doors, behind the scenes at night and in the morning and working out when nobody is there. Like people don't know that. They may hear it, but they don't know that. They don't understand what that takes. And for me to be taken away from the game for that year and some change, that really gave me, it rejuvenated me. It gave me a newfound passion about the game from a whole different perspective. And I think what you're experiencing now and what you have experienced when I was in Portland is that passion.
Amen.